video conference of only one project, which is a Republished one. And this is construction of flood control dike along Bulatukan River, Package 4, Barangay Kisante, Makilala, North Cotabato. And this has a contract description of 25 MC 0016 and has an approved budget for contract of 49 million pesos and to be completed within 523 calendar days. And the opening of its proposal will be on May 22 at 8:30 in the morning at the conference room here in DPWH COTABATO City. This is Cotabato 2nd DEO. And the bids, the deadline for submission will be on the same date and the same time. But before we will go to the discussion of how you will compose your bidding requirements, I would like to acknowledge each and everyone in this conference room to start with Engineer Camposano.
Ang calendar days, Madam, dili 500 kapin.
I should say.
3.
Engineer Onavia, we have Madam Jennifer Barrias. We have the DPWH Engineer Bautista. We also have here the Procurement Engineer, Engineer April Robijoy Anticristo. We have Ma'am Pichi, we have Ma'am Fe Ramos, and Sir Fahad for the IT support. And we have noticed that no contractors or prospective bidders or its representative around joining us this pre-bid conference this morning. And I would like to stand corrected that our contract duration is 323 calendar days pala instead of 523 that I have declared just a minute ago. So without any ado, I'm giving the floor to our beautiful ladies here to start with Ms. Ferramos. I am Ma'am Pichi and then Ma'am Ferramos and then Engineer April for the information that contractors should know during the preparation of their bidding proposals. Thank you.
Thank you po, Madam Bibi. Once again, good morning po sa ating lahat. Huwag man sa ating mga contractors po na nag-review ngayon. For requirements of bidding documents, under Section 1, Invitation to Bid, the cost of bidding documents for 25 MC 0016 Republished is 25,000 pesos only. The source of fund is CY 2025 regular infrastructure. And for Section 2, instruction to bidders, eligible bidders found to be legally, technically, and financially capable will be evaluated. Bidder must have an experience of having completed a single largest completed contract that is similar to this project, equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC adjusted, if necessary, by the bidder to current prices using the PSA CPI, except under conditions provided in Section 23.4.2.4 of 2016 revised IRR of RE 91-84. Subcontracting is not allowed. Bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security in the amount indicated in the BDS, which shall be not less than the percentage of the ABC in accordance with the schedule in the bid data sheet. For 25 MC 0016 Republished, the ABC is 49 million, and the amount of not less than 2% if bid security is in cash, cashier's, manager's check, bank draft, guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit. The amount is 980,000. And for 5%, the amount of not less than the ABC if bid security is in surety bond, callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance commission, duly certified by the insurance commission as authorized to issue such security. The amount is 2,450,000 pesos only. The bid and bid security shall be valid until September 19, 2025. Any bid not accompanied by an acceptable bid security shall be rejected by the procuring entity as non-responsive. Thank you po.
continue, we have the documents comprising the bid, both the eligibility and technical components. The first envelope shall contain the eligibility and technical documents of the bid, and the second bid envelope shall contain the financial documents for the bid as specified in Section 9. Checklist of technical and financial documents. Documents to be submitted by the bidders. Under technical component of the bid, we have updated certificate of PhilJEP's registration, platinum membership. If not enrolled in the CWA, updated pickup license and registration. Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts. Single largest completed contract. NFCC computation and statement of total assets and liabilities. Audited financial statement. If joint venture with special pickup license and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid, if applicable. If already enrolled in the CWA, eligibility documents to be updated, if any. Bid security. Project requirements. Organizational chart of the contract. List of contractors' key personnel. List of major equipment. Omnibus sworn statement and certification as to key personnel per DEO number 9 series of 2012. Under the financial component of the bid, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, detailed estimates, and cash flow by quarter. We also have some reminders or the following reminders for our bidders. 1. The valid certificate of PhilJEP's registration membership shall be updated with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents covered by Section 8.5.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. And if these documents are not updated, otherwise shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate of platinum registration and membership as per GPPB Resolution number 15-2021. Assigned key personnel of the contractor, that it is indicated under the bid data sheet of the bidding documents that he/she must be different person assigned in the contract to be bid and not the same person holding its key position. BRC ID and tax ID of the key personnel must be updated and clear copy. GPPB Resolution number 16-2020 approving the circular on the guidelines in the preparation of the simplified bidding documents for goods and infrastructure projects and submission of the required forms for the procurement of goods, infrastructure projects, and consulting services with related amendments to the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. DEO 36 series of 2015 dated March 11, 2015, disclosure of ongoing contracts by prospective bidders for DPWH infrastructure contracts. The bidders shall use the Form DPWH-J, a statement of all its ongoing and completed government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid within the period provided in the bidding documents. Non-compliance with the provisions of this order shall make the concerned bidders liable to the penalties under Section 65.3 of RA 9184 and to the administrative sanctions under Section 69 of RA 9184. DO number 28 series of 2024 dated February 26, 2024. Three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services contracts. Under this policy, if a bidder commits 3 offenses or acts described as all other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, they shall be subjected to an administrative penalty. These offenses or acts are further classified into 3 major categories as enumerated. 1. Withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of non-participation letter, or failure to submit a bid after purchasing the bid documents. Second, submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the BOC. Third, submission of patently insufficient bid, which refers to a bid that fails to include or comply with certain mandatory requirements. The determination of whether bidder committed such an offense may occur as outlined. during eligibility screening and or shortlisting, during bid evaluation, and during post-qualification. Bidders were reminded to diligently review and scrutinize the documents to avoid any violations. For more details of this Department Order number 28, you can download copy in the DPWH website. Department Order number 87, Series of 2020, electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil works contracts. Department Order number 11, Series of 2017, inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of the bid. Department Order number 9, Series of 2012, technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. Under item number 6, which states, if a proposed technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of the bidding, shall submit a certification. 1. The personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. And 2. He shall be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. Under item number 7, the bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. The certification under a number 6 or 7 shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Department Order number 227, Series of 2024, suspension of Department Order number 148, Series of 2024. This directive to suspend the application of DEO number 148, Series of 2024 shall not apply to the implementation and construction of buildings and bridges. Thus, for construction of buildings and bridges, accredited project engineers shall be assigned by contractors and or consultants. Department Order number 98, Series of 2016, revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors, consultants, materials engineers. Classification and limits of assignment. Materials engineer 1, 1 project costing not more than 150 million. 2 projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 250 million, and 3 projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 200 million. Materials Engineer 2, 1 project, no cost limit, 2 projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 300 million, and 3 projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 250 million. Non-accredited materials engineers may be assigned to the 3 projects with an aggregate cost of 50 million or below. This order shall take effect immediately. Memorandum dated March 6, 2023, issued by Secretary Manuel M. Bunuan with the subject, reiteration of department policies, issuances, and the sale of bidding documents and enrollment in the civil works application prior bidding, particularly item number 1 that states, in accordance with the Department Citizens Charter and the numbered memorandum dated December 27, 2021, only the following documents are required from prospective bidders prior to the sale of bidding documents: company ID or any government-issued ID, authorization letter, if not authorized liaison officer in the CWA, example, the special power of attorney for sole proprietorship or board, partnership, joint venture resolution with secretary certificate for corporation, partnership, joint venture, or the cooperative. This department order is downloadable in the DPWH website and GPPB resolution for more details. ITB Clause 21 of bid data sheet. Aside from contract documents required by the procuring entity, the following must be included under construction, safety, and health programs: application form for the evaluation, processing, and supporting documents based on DOLI's latest issued format and checklist. As per DEO 241 Series of 2024, guidelines on the processing, approval, and reporting system of construction safety and health program, or the CSHP, for DPWH infrastructure projects. The DPWH Implementing Office shall only receive CSHP applications with complete documents. Any incomplete application shall be received specifying the lacking documents. Sealing and marking of bids, the bidder shall submit one original and one clear, duly marked certified photocopy of the first technical and the second financial components of its bid. Deadline for submission of bids on May 22, 2025 on or before 8:30 a.m. at the procurement unit, and followed immediately the opening of bids. At the same time, at the DPWH COTABATO 2nd DEO Conference Room, 2nd floor, Main Building 2, Lanao, Kidapawan City.
In addition, Section 3 bid data sheet ITB Clause 5.2 requires that for this project, the major category of work should be FCDKL, Land Control, Construction, Dike, Levies. For ITB Clause 10.3, the pickup license required should have, for this project, should have a size range of medium A for flood control construction. ITB Clause 10.4, the key personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set below. For the project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and foreman, they should have a general experience in the same position for 5 years. While for the construction safety and health officer, at least 3 years. For ITB Clause 10.5 or the minimum major equipment requirements, please refer to our published Philippine bidding documents as to specific equipment description, capacity, and number of equipments. And finally, for Section 8, the bill of quantities, please also refer to our published bidding documents as to exact description, quantity, and unit of the bill of quantities. So that is all. Good morning.
Thank you, ladies, for that very detailed explanation on how you will conceptualize your bidding requirements, including the technical, financial, and the manpower qualifications of your technical personnel. So since there is no one representing the contractor side, so is there any concerns from this, any additional information from this body, Engineer Camposano? So hearing none, thank you everyone for being here, and to our contractors who might be viewing online. If you have more clarifications since you are not around, you can always call our procurement unit or you may visit them at our office anytime during working days. Thank you everyone, and good morning.